You ever get that feeling that your phone is just working against you? The battery dies way too fast, or your data just seems to evaporate? Well, it might not just be an old device. What if your phone isn't just failing? What if it's been hijacked?
See, there's this idea that your device isn't just on its last legs. It's actually being piloted by what's called a Poochie hacker. Kind of chilling to think about, right? But what in the world is that?
So, a Poochie hacker is basically an intruder who's a ghost in your machine. They aren't going to announce themselves with some big, flashy virus warning. No, they're sneaky. They embed themselves deep inside your phone's system so they can secretly pull the strings without you ever even knowing they're there.
So, how do you find this invisible intruder? Well, let's do a little investigation. We're going to look at 3 critical warning signs that you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. Think of yourself as a digital detective, and your phone, well, that's the crime scene.
All right, detective, let's get to it. Time to examine the first piece of evidence.
The first sign is a battery that just drains at a crazy speed. Now look, we all know batteries get worse over time. That's normal. But this is different. This is a sudden, dramatic nosedive in performance. So you might be asking, why does this happen? Well, if a hacker managed to install spyware, that software is always running. I mean, it's recording, it's monitoring, it's sending data 24/7. That constant background activity is a huge power drain, even when your screen is off and the phone is just sitting in your pocket. And all that hidden activity, it leaves another trail, which brings us to our second clue. You open up your mobile data usage and whoa, where did it all go? Gigabytes have just disappeared. But you haven't been streaming movies or downloading huge files. This is such a classic sign. That malicious software, it isn't just sitting there doing nothing. Its job is to send your information, your messages, your location, your photos back to the hacker. And all that data being sent out uses up your mobile data allowance, creating this digital trail of theft right on your phone bill.
Okay, so that brings us to the third and maybe the most direct piece of evidence you might find right there on your device. So you're just scrolling through your apps and then you see it, something you know for a fact you did not install. It's like having an uninvited guest in your house.
And this is where the hackers' tactics get really clever. They're not going to name their spyware super obvious hacking tool. No way. They disguise it. It'll have some boring official sounding name like System Service or Device Health, probably with a generic gear icon to blend right in. They're counting on you just scrolling right past it without a second thought.
These 3 signs are major, major red flags. But there is one simple action you can take, one final test that cuts through all the guesswork and tells you for sure if you're in real trouble. And this is what we'll call the final test. It's incredibly simple, but the result? Well, the result is the closest you'll get to a definitive answer. This is the point of no return.
Okay, here's all you have to do. Find one of those suspicious apps we just talked about, something you just don't recognize. Now, go into your phone settings and try to uninstall it. Just try to hit that delete button. The result of that one simple action will tell you everything you need to know. Because if you can't delete it, then the investigation is over. You're not just dealing with signs and clues anymore. You are officially caught in the trap. And this reveals the hacker's real endgame.
Just let that sink in for a second. If you can't delete those apps, you're already caught. It's not a possibility anymore. It's not a maybe, it is a certainty. The trap has already sprung.
So the huge question is, why can't you delete it? It's because the hacker has given their app administrator privileges. Think of it like this. They've given a stranger the master key to your house, and then that stranger changed the locks. They have burrowed so deep into your phone's operating system that their app is now a protected part of it. You, the actual owner, are now locked out of your own device. And at this point, the hacker has the power to, as they say, make your rail. It's slang, and it means exactly what it sounds like, to completely derail your life, to take total control, and to digitally destroy you. They own the device now, and absolutely everything on it. And that's really the crucial point here. This isn't about a slow battery or a high data bill anymore. This is about ownership. The moment that undeletable app is on your phone, it is fundamentally no longer your phone. Someone else is pulling the strings. So I'll just leave you with this question. Be vigilant. After this, take 60 seconds, scroll through your apps, check your data usage, and really ask yourself, who is really in control of your phone?